One of the verses that's always stood out to me as this like insane challenge, and different parts of my life I've lived it out in different things, is found in 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 16 to 18, where it calls us to pray without ceasing. It says in 1 Thessalonians 5 and 16, rejoice always, pray without ceasing, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Jesus Christ in you. And that's an amazing challenge. How can we pray without ceasing? I don't believe it's there to say pray without ceasing because it's something that's impossible for us. I believe we can get into this mode, into this relationship with Jesus where we feel him physically throughout every part of our day. When me and Camilla were dating and when we were engaged, she came to live in England and we worked at different coffee shops down the road. And it was just, I love working in a coffee shop, used to make coffees, spent a couple years there before we were married, just working minimum wage job. But one of the great things I loved about that, it was like you're constantly interacting with people and you're constantly just doing something kind of monotonous that you can just bang out, you can just do as a skill. Like once you've learned how to make it, you don't have to think about it much. And this verse, this piece of the Bible of praying without ceasing really stood out to me at that time. And actually, I went through a journey with God of saying, God, can I pray without ceasing in my work at Costa Coffee? Is that possible for me? And guys, I tell you, it's possible. It's possible to spend every waking moment of your day in the presence of God. It's possible to carry out your job. It's possible to have difficult times, hard times, if we just set ourselves in the mode. One of the other great things I loved about that coffee shop is it was a half an hour walk away from my house. And every day it was half an hour there, half an hour back. That was my time with God. That was my time praying into my day, setting up my day. God, give me people to talk to. Let me pray over people just quietly as they come through and ask for coffee. Let me be a blessing to my coworkers. And really it was a pinnacle of this outworking of that in my life. I think in the busyness of life now with kids and all this stuff, it's easy to get distracted. But God's speaking to me to say, hey, Andy, can you pray without ceasing today, even in the craziness of it all? And I believe the answer is yes, if we make time to initiate relationship with Jesus. Bruce said, we all remember different things from what Bruce said last week, but one of the quotes that stood out to me, he said this: you really don't know what your day is going to bring. It's going to be full of surprises, however you live your day. You might have your own schedule and all sorts of things planned, but there are divine appointments waiting for you at every point of the day if you are alert to it. So there's divine appointments at every part of your day if you are alert to it. It's exciting if you're looking for it, but we've got to get out of bed on purpose in the morning, dressed in him, and say, okay, Lord, I know my life can be dull and boring, but yours isn't. Show me what you're doing because I want to join in. An amazing quote that just stood out to me. I got to get out of bed on purpose in the morning. There's divine appointments in the day. I wholeheartedly believe that, and I miss most of them because I'm not walking step by step with the Father always. Are you guys challenged by that? I certainly am. That's the part of what we need to wake up to. God's doing stuff, and we got to say, God, I want to step into what you're doing throughout my day.